It's Accountech Bytes, racing towards the weekend with the latest news from the wacky world of accounting technology with me, Tom Herbert. Let's get straight into it then, and this is another dispatch from the show floor at last week's XeroCon, and I spoke with their Chief Product and Technology Officer, Dia Jolly, about the firm's AI ambitions. So just ask Xero or JAX, their generative AI assistant. So what benefits their customers may see from the product, what's actually going to be in it when it comes online in August, how it's built, and some of the safety features built in there. So if you're a Xero user or Xero curious, then do check that out. A link to the article and all the articles in this video are in the description. What's next? Well, Dext, obviously part of the Xero ecosystem, so it's integrated there, but they have enhanced their integrations with Xero and QuickBooks Online via its Dextension browser. I wrote about this in autumn last year, but it's gone live now after an extensive period of testing. So this is a Chrome extension for Dext, or Dextension. That sort of sits on top of the browser when you're using Xero or QuickBooks Online and bridges some of those workflow gaps and ultimately reduces the number of clicks that accounting users have to make. Obviously go into that in the piece, a few screenshots there, so sort of the ability to see invoices within the general ledger. What's next? It's Accounts IQ and their €60 million raise. So I mentioned this briefly in last week's video, but I spoke to the players involved, got a bit more detail, so thank you to Darren from Accounts IQ for that. So there's more detail in this article. What's next? Accounting Excellence Awards. So at time of recording, you have 1 week left to apply. So if you're an accountant or bookkeeper, you know what to do. accountingexcellence.co.uk. What's next? Quick update from Chris Downing over at Sage. So using your Sage for Accountants platform, you can now plug in Xero or QBO users in your portfolio, plug in those ledgers and use the Sage year-ends accounts preparation, corporation tax or personal tax tools there. So probably useful for Sage accountants with a few Xero or QBO clients in there. Interesting move. Does it speak to the sort of commoditization of bookkeeping software? Hard to say at this stage. Anyway, speaking of QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks chap Aaron Patrick has a video update on a new QBO feature just for accountants. So this one, in your accountant area, you now have a free version of QuickBooks for your practice. So Aaron sort of talks through that in this video. Slightly clickbaity title, Aaron, but he's an enthusiastic chap, so I'll forgive him. Thanks for the video, Aaron. Interesting survey here from Retail Banker International. Half of UK consumers are already using open banking without realising it. So more than half of the population were unfamiliar with the term open banking. That doesn't surprise me at all. But when they were informed about what it was, 45% of those survey respondents said that they were actually using it. Maybe open banking is catching on to some extent. This is from the Secret CFO. Love their stuff on LinkedIn. They have a finance leader's guide to ERP rollout. Whenever I write about ERP on Accounting Web, the first question I tend to get is, what is it? So here you go. And then they sort of go through some of the issues that changing ERP software or perhaps businesses scaling up, adopting it, go through, and a couple of things about how to sort of counter that, as it were. So do check that out. What's next? This one from Excel aficionado Andrew Moss about Adobe's sneaky terms and conditions. So sudden bump in price, and then you go to the T's and C's, and if you're not happy with it and want to leave, well, sorry, dude, that'll be a heavy exit fee. Quick Google search allowed him to escape that, but I think it's worth noting for accounting software vendors that this kind of thing doesn't tend to play well. But of course, accounting software vendors would never do anything like that. What's next? There's one for the football fan. among us. If you're thinking of going to the pub to watch any of the games, I know a lot of them have the QR codes on the tables that you scan. Well, a new trick has been fraudsters sticking fake QR codes over the top of them, getting your bank details and then draining it. So do watch out for that. Quick one for the AI gong this week, just to keep things rolling. If you are in Brighton Pavilion for the upcoming general election, then you can vote for AI Steve, UK's first AI MP. It's a shame he looks like any other politician, but hey, there you go. A full list of candidates for the Brighton Pavilion seats can be found on the government's website. I don't really know why I did that. We're not the BBC. Anyway, I'm not going to make any election pledges to you, but I will promise that if you sign up for my accounting technology email, then I will keep you up to date with the fast-moving world of accounting technology. Every Thursday, email in the box and click the yellow button. If you're watching on the socials, please like, subscribe, follow, whatever you need to do. I'll be away next week. I'm in Estonia, but I will return the following week with more news for you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.